Welcome everyone to our first Build Your Business Boot Camp chat. I'm so excited to come to you guys today. And our directors that are leading this group are going to share three of their business tips with you today. And I'm going to kind of kick it off a little bit. And I want to just first start out by saying I've chatted with several people today within our group. And seems like there's kind of some heavy things happening in a lot of people's lives. And I want you guys to know that we are here as a community for each other, and we are here to support one another. And just like life, sometimes things are just up and down. And in this business we are in, our business and our life is very much intertwined. And it seems like when sometimes things are heavy in life, like our business kind of dips as well, right? But I just want you guys to know that keep going, and we are here for you. It's crazy. I have talked to so many different people today, and people are going through different things, and a lot of it's very heavy. And I just want you to know that us as your leaders are here to support you, and we love you guys. And don't ever feel like you don't have a community, somebody to reach out to, because please, always feel free to reach out to us. And I feel like I speak for every single leader on this call right now that they are here for you. And we love you guys, and please don't ever feel like you are alone. I just felt like I needed to share that with you guys. So, and also there's, I'm going to kind of kick off some of my business tips that I wanted to share. Before I go into that, does anyone have anything, before I go into that? I want you to come into these weekly Zoom calls willing to share. If you just need to share your heart, get something off your chest, I want you to feel like this is what this is about. We are here for one another. So if there's anything like ever, it's like, hey, can you pray about this for me? Like, we want to do that with you. Okay. I want you guys to know that. And just feel free to unmute yourself and chat with us, because that's what these calls are for, these weekly calls. Okay. We want to help you, and we want you to get you through whatever you're going through and help you continue on in your business as well, if that's what you need to do. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start off here. All right. We are in a new year, right? And December was hard. Let's all just get it all out there. December was hard. Okay. And I'm going to tell you, it kind of always is, because we have like half a month for December, right? And then if we kind of all take a break, we celebrate the holidays, which we all should, absolutely. And then we go back into December, and we've kind of have lost some momentum, right? So I just want to share, whenever I go through that, here's what I do. And I've done this, you guys, I will have been a consultant next month for 12 years. And whenever I am feeling that, I will go back and watch a training video a lot of times to get re-inspired. A leader that just I feel like they motivate me, inspire me, right? I get with my community, kind of my support system as well. And I restart my business. I act like I'm a new consultant. So do you guys remember when you joined Scentsy, how excited you were? Right? You were excited. You were pumped. You probably did. I don't know. You had your launch party, right? You had a great launch party. And when we first joined Scentsy, I like to call it, we are in the honeymoon phase of our business, right? We're excited. We're pumped. We're doing all the things. We're selling all the products, right? You're good. You're doing the lives. You're doing what you need to do to work your business. So when you kind of get into a slump in your business, you kind of need to go back to when you first became a consultant. All right. And one thing I feel like that we've created that helps you with that is our DMO list. And we are going to do a training on this, but I've already put this in the workstation. And you guys print it off and start using it, laminate it, go down this list and start doing the things on this list, listen to a training video, and I promise you it was going to help reignite your business.
What is it?
It's our DMO list. It's in our group in the files tab. It's daily method of operations. Print it off, laminate it. I say to laminate it because then you can just use a Sharpie, and whenever you've completed a task, you can just mark it off. All right. So that's
She's okay for now.
Can you mute yourself, Lois, please?
I'm sorry.
That's right. Also, another thing I want to recommend is also find a new why. Find a new why, figure out what your driving force is in your business and let that propel you every single day. Because that new why will get you moving. I don't know if it's to help your kids, to pay for sports, to pay for their college education, to pay the light bill, buy eggs. My Lord, eggs are ridiculous, right? Whatever your why is, whatever will propel you, figure out what that is in your business. And it will help you do the things that you need to do every single day. All right, and so those are my tips. And Meredith, you want to go next?
They like switch this whole thing around.
They're always changing things. Isn't it annoying?
Yes. Okay, so like today I went live
Meredith,
just about the whiff.
Can you introduce yourself so everybody knows
Oh,
your name and where you live, that good stuff?
hi, I'm Meredith Roberts. I'm a Scentsy director. I've been a director now for almost 2 years. So today, I went and did a live for my whiff box. I usually do a live for the whiff box and a live for the warmer of the month because those are things that are always new, always changing. And as soon as I was done with my live, my phone dinged 3 times, and I ended up selling 3 whiff boxes today just from going live. Now let me tell you something. I've posted the whiff boxes plenty of times, and no one's ever, like, those people never ordered it. It's just something about live videos. I don't know what it is, but people love watching them. So I honestly believe by going live, it does help. And I'm not going to go live about, like, I don't know, a warmer or something like that. You can, there's nothing wrong with that. But I just feel like every time I do a live with the whiff box or with the warmer of the month, I always sell them, always. So yes, go
I
live.
love to watch unboxing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that.
I don't know if it's like the surprise thing or what, but
yeah,
going live does pay off.
it does.
So that was my success today.
Anything else you wanted to share?
I started that fundraiser.
Awesome. That's amazing. Good deal. Congratulations. Keep us
Thanks.
updated on that, please.
Yes, hopefully it pans out. I think it's going to because I put it in the schools like PTO group, and a lot of the parents are excited. It's not like candy or bread. It's just something totally different.
My club order today, I should have unboxed. I probably will still do. I did a story, but I got the iridescent scent, and it is going in my house. And I got all the bars in my club, and wow, you guys, it smells incredible. I already got one person that messaged me and said I need that scent. It's like my house smells so good.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. All right, Mandy, you want to go next?
Yeah, sorry. I'm like propping my phone up on a stapler. So hi, I'm Mandy Daly. I don't know what else you wanted us to say. I've been with Scentsy 2.5 years, and what else? What was else did you want us to?
Where you live, I think I said, I don't know.
Oh, and I live in Winnebago, Illinois. I would like to give a tip of, okay, excuse me, I'm drinking wine. All right. Cheers, everyone. So my tip for you guys, if you guys are having flops for parties right now, I swear to God, all of my online parties are like super good or super bad. And it's like no in between, no telling. It doesn't matter if they're brand new parties or if they're parties that I've done 8 times. It's like a hit or miss right now. So I've been doing Battle of the Hostess parties, and those have been saving my life when it comes to time, by grouping them all together in one large party. So, I mean, I think the biggest one I had was like 10 people in one party, but there was like over 200 people in it. So the people that were engaging, were boosting those comments into the feeds of the people that weren't engaging. So people were buying from all of the different parties, whether they hit goals or not. But I feel like it's been a big time saver for me lately, just because I feel like I don't know. I just feel like it's a hit or miss right now, and you just really don't know what you're going to get. And I know that I'm giving, oh gosh, here they go. I know that I'm giving the same exact party every single time anyways. So instead of like copy, paste, they're still getting the same thing, but they're actually getting more of my attention because I can really focus on one group, keep track of all of the comments in one place. My kids are being bad, sorry. But it just seems like it's been, I don't know, a good change lately. The other thing that I want to give advice about, and this is something that I'm personally struggling with right now, is my energy and my hype. So I have really bad winter depression anyways, but it seems like since I lost my dad from COVID, and since then, like I am getting kicked in the butt with depression, and my hype has been low. And I noticed that when my hype is low, or like when I'm in a funk, my parties reflect that. Like people can feed off of your energy online, and I feel like they're sensing that I'm like not in a good place. So try to do things every single day, even if it's like self-care, little somethings for yourself to get you back into that good space, that good headspace again. So that way you're not, that you can show up the way that you want to show up. So those are my tips for you guys.
Thank you so much, Mandy. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. Sorry about my kids.
No, it's fine. It's real life, right? I just want to tell you guys, here is, I feel like anxiety is such a common denominator in so many people right now. So I want to share a little bit of what I did when I was really struggling for a while back. I started journaling, and I cannot recommend how therapeutic journaling is. And this is I have actually several journals now, and this isn't the one I'm using right now. Allison Dalkey, she's in our upline. She sent this one to me. But you guys, it is just like full of all different things, my dreams, my goals, all my things I write down. Like some of it, probably somebody would read it, might not even make sense to them. But I write scriptures down in here. I write dreams. I write visions I have, things I want to accomplish. I write my goals in here. I write how I'm feeling. Like sometimes just getting it out on paper really, really helps. And I cannot recommend that enough to you guys. Things I'm praying about, I'll write down in here. Just different things. And it is very, very therapeutic. And so if you are struggling, start writing these things down, start journaling, and then surround yourself. If you're ever come to my house, I have sticky like Post-it notes all over my house. I got them on the fridge. I got them on the front door. I got just different motivational things. Surround yourself with these type of things, and it will be a game changer for you mentally. Highly, highly recommend that. I got over here, like I am attracting rock stars. I have the fastest growing team. like just surround yourself with different things like that. It is a game changer, you guys. It really uplifts you. Like you got this. I got that on a big sign right here in my office. Like it's just, and so when I walk into my office, like I have that good energy, right? It uplifts my spirits, right? So surround yourself with those things. I've got over here, your life is always moving in the direction of your strongest thoughts. Like I got, just put different things like that and surround yourself with those things. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. Life is just hard, right? Life is hard. And so we have to choose our hard. Like we can choose to get down in the dumps, right? So it's a mindset, or we can choose to keep moving, keep moving, keep moving forward, keep moving forward, surround yourself with positive things. We have to choose our hard. I've always told myself too, like, you know, it's hard being poor. It's hard working this business. Like we have to choose. We have to choose the hard things. We have to figure out which one we're going to choose, right? So anyways, I lost totally where. Steven, you're next. I'm sorry.
Can you hear me now? It would have helped if I would have hit the unmute button. I thought I did. So that's crazy that I'm following what you just said, because I am totally filled with anxiety, especially right now. I actually just took some anxiety medication. I was just on the phone with Erica and telling her, I'm like, oh my gosh, we have the Zoom. All right, add it to the plate, right? Because I'm that kind of person that constantly adds. I'm constantly thinking. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? And I jump from one thing to another, because that's just how my brain works. But January, most of us are still working for the incentive, right? We have 3 weeks left. So you're working to end up where you want to end up. So that is a lot of anxiety right there, right? So I think many of us feel you when you have it. If you don't know, I have a home boutique business, and this is like the month to order everything. So I have to have my Christmas orders in this month for December, well, for the holiday season at the end of the year, this month. So like that on top is added anxiety. So there's always somebody with you. But if I can give, well, first, I'm Steven. Sorry, I just went on a rant, but I'm Stephen King. I'm a director under Mandy, and I've been doing this for 2.5 years. I'm from the Rockford, Illinois area. If I could give probably my top 3 tips, I think that's what we were asked to do. I wrote down consistency. Even when you're having a hard day, even when mentally, physically, emotionally, you need a break, consistency is still key. And we totally understand we need a break. I need a break. But how bad do you want what's on the other side? So what I always tell my team is, hey, I get it. If you need a break, take a break, but don't let your posting go. Even if it's 1 post a day. And you don't have to do it in that day. If you know you're probably going to come up on a rough week, get your post scheduled for the week. And somebody just said, oh, I didn't know I could do it for the whole week. Yes, you can do it for the whole week if that's what you need to do, but don't go stagnant on your customers. They are looking for you to be there. The other thing is authenticity. I know we do a lot of idea posts and a lot of the copy and pasting, which is fine because sometimes I even need that, right? You just need that push of something to post, but always try to get creative and be authentic, be yourself when you're posting, because you're allowing your customers to get to know who you are. They will know if you're copying and pasting or if they're physically listening to you type those words. Does that make sense? So keep with the authenticity. And with that, I like to do a lot of my face with the product because I'm selling that product and I'm using that product. I believe in that product. And I think once they see you, they're getting to know you more, and they're knowing that you are actually loving what you're selling, right? And then lastly, kind of goes what Mandy said was like energy. I wrote down positivity and morale. Just staying positive. I know when I joined, and some of you guys may have heard this or not, but with the political and COVID and all that was happening, that's when I joined, and I joined to get away from all of that was being posted. Like, that's when my anxiety started and all that. That's when I got a medication and stuff. So I don't post anything. I don't care who knows what my political views are or whatever, or any stance. I'm me, and I'm just being positive. I'm sharing positivity. Anything else, I just talk at home, or what I really don't, because I don't get into it. But do you know what I'm saying? So just know what to post, because you could really deter people from your business. So that would be my tips.
Thank you so much. That was so good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Piggybacking off what Stephen just said, I have been telling people lately, learn to rest, not quit. Learn to take a break. Don't quit. If you quit, you're going to be right back where you started. And when you started, you were so desperate to make a change in your life, right? So learn to rest, not quit. Learn to rest. Another thing too, I schedule out. So on my did you know you can schedule posts on your personal Facebook? All you need to do is change it to professional mode on your phone. You're on your personal Facebook. If you change it to professional mode under the settings, you can start scheduling posts on your personal Facebook as well. And if you do the DMO list, or a lot of the things that Stephen just talked about are actually on here, and it kind of gives you an idea of what to do on your Facebook to get your algorithms up and to get your posts, your lives, all those noticed. Lives just get attention, you guys. They just do. People love them.
Can I add something really quick? Because now you just said live, and what Meredith was saying too. If you know you're going to go live for something, like I do group interactive giveaways once a week. So if I know I'm going to go do the drawing for that, I think, what can I show? I might not have an order that week to show. So like yesterday I did mine, and I literally took my 10 favorite bars. They're still on my desk because I don't have time. But I just, I talked about my 10 favorite scents that are currently in the catalog. And that too goes into authenticity. It allows them to get to know you, and it might get them to want to try what you like, especially if they know what you like, you know, the type of scents. So.
Yep, that's good. Another thing I too on my Facebook, I add at least 10 to 20 new people. I go on friend requests from every single week. You have to grow this is a business. I'm growing my business, right? And I'll comment on their post, and like, I've had so many new customers from doing that. So, okay, Monica, you're next.
Thank you. I'm Monica French, and been with Scentsy now for 10 years in May. Joined with Martha when our children hooked up years ago, and been a director since 2016, I believe it is. I think it was 2016. I hear a lot of, with every one of you that has had something to say, I've heard some of the same things, and that is, depression and dealing with anxieties and life, like Martha started it out with, a lot of life. A lot of times we are so busy offering an opportunity. We're often wanting to share how you can get started with this business and offering a business. And we forget that a lot of people, so many people, they are not looking to join a business. People join people because they need people. And more than ever before, people need something tangible in their life that they can be excited about putting their feet on the floor in the morning for. That's why I'm here. I've been here a while, but when I really began getting locked in with what I do a lot of what I do face to face, behind the scenes, is the way I work my Scentsy business. And people would be surprised to know the reason that I do. About 5 or 6 years ago, some real life hit me, and I had to have something that I could feel proud of me for. I had to have something that was exciting. I had to have something that was fun. That just literally, you ever heard of people that just love to go to Disney World because Disney World just takes them away from life? Mandy, you just love to go to Disney World, takes you out of, life. It just puts you in another world. Well, that's what Scentsy does for me. It puts me in another world. When some of my roughest days, I'm spreading out on the counter and making samples. I'm like, why, I can't believe this, but it's just what I'm drawn to do. I need to do something that is fun, that gets my mind somewhere else. Today, I did the worst live I've done in the history of every live I've ever done, for real. It was in my VIP group with my customers, and I didn't feel like doing it. I didn't want to do it because that slump some of you are talking about, I've been there for about 3 months. About 3 months. The DMO Martha talked about, the daily method of operation, you can call it IPA, income producing activities. Those activities are the things that you commit to doing every single day, because you're not always going to feel the same feeling you wrote them in. The things that you said you were going to do in your business every day, you're not going to feel what you felt when you made that commitment. So what do you do on the days that you don't feel that commitment? Well, you've made a commitment. You're committed to yourself. You've got a DMO, and that DMO will give you the ability to check those things off because you have prioritized that, and before your head hits the pillow at night, there's a certain number on your DMO. I believe the one that Martha has in there, you get so many points for doing this or that, different things. You give yourself points and you decide what those points are. When you look at that DMO, it's not like you have to do every single thing that's on that list. But if you need to give yourself so many points in each area of that DMO, and you need to commit to yourself, make it a priority that you're going to have a certain number of points before your head hits the pillow, whether you felt like it or not. So today, the warmer of the, not the warmer of the month, well, it is the warmer of the month. It was the Disney light, what is it? Moonlight drive-in, whatever. It's cute, it's adorable, whatever it is. Well, I had several orders come in today, and it come in and I opened it up. I thought, you know what? I haven't gone live with this. I'm gonna go live. I'm just going to do it right now because I didn't feel like doing it. I didn't want to do it. And I knew if I didn't just do it, I wouldn't do it. So if you ever watch people do a live and they say, well, I've only got one hand because I'm holding the camera and I can't hardly do this. And they're like, and you think, why do they do that? Why don't they just set it up with a tripod? Why do they prepare? That is so sloppy. Well, I did one of those sloppy trying to hold my camera videos today because I was just pushing myself into what I was doing. But you know what? I had interaction. I had somebody else decide that they want one also. I had somebody want to know about the set of the month. Before I knew it, my sloppy, most pathetic video I've done in the history of videos, I had actually, you ever been to revivals? Have you ever been to a revival of any kind? I don't know. Y'all go to church revivals. I'll just have to tell you my way. I grew up going to revivals, and the ladies, we'd go to the ladies retreat, and y'all did not want to go. But I would get myself there, and when I did, I left. When I came home, I was going to be the best wife in the history of wives. I was going to wash the clothes and dry them, fold them and put them up. He wasn't going to have to holler and say, I need a towel. And I wasn't going to say it's in the dryer. I was going to be whatever. Y'all, he would go to men's retreat. He came home. He was just going to be the best husband ever. Y'all, it was just amazing. After about a week, he needed a men's retreat. And you know what? I would send it into the dryer for the towels in about a week. We needed another one. It's the same way with motivation. I've been here 10 years and I still need motivation. I still have to push myself. I still need a DMO. We go to a 9 to 5 and you show up at a 9 to 5 because somebody's to go. You ain't getting a paycheck if you don't, but it is so easy to quit on ourselves. That's the easiest thing in the world to do, is to quit on ourselves. Why would we not value our own self, value our own business better than we do those that are building their dreams that we are paid 9 to 5 to work for? So for many, many years, I have been my own boss. because I spent a year of my life paralyzed with Guillain-Barré syndrome, but my education was interrupted. And then life just kept happening over and over and over. I needed something in my life that was fun, I'm looking at this right here. You see this silly little bracelet? Y'all just have no idea what one of those charms do for me. Is that not the craziest thing? But I will work my tail off because I want to build it. I got another one that's full, then I got this one. Nobody else even knows it. I don't even wear it half the time. I wear it every now and then if I go to talk to someone about Scentsy or I'm doing an event. But this right here, y'all, this lights my fire. But you don't never know what it is that's going to light someone's fire, or who it is that is in your path that just needs connection, that needs somebody, that needs to wake up in the morning and not feel like pulling the covers over their head, and Scentsy can give them that sense of belonging. We have a lot to offer. And I don't know if any of that was what I was supposed to be doing. I don't know if there was 3 things there. That's my thing today.
That was so good. So good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So good. So good. You're not always going to be motivated. So you have to learn to be disciplined and establish habits. And that's what the DMO does. It helps you establish habits. Like, and when you've done this, like I've done it so many times, like I really don't have to look at the list. I mean, I'm just going to TMI here, but I sit on the toilet and do all the things sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just because they're habits now, right? All right, Erica. We can't.
Okay, well, I clearly need Zoom 101. So I don't know how I could come on after that because that was very motivating. Thank you. I was just sitting listening to you speak and that was amazing. So, but what I was going to talk about, honestly, the exact same things, building your social media. That's what it boils down to for me anyways. Working my business this way is those daily operations. Just like you said, Martha, they become habit. You do them on the toilet. I do them at a red light. I know I shouldn't, but I do because I'm obsessed. But just basically making sure that I do those things every day and building my social media is probably my biggest tip. Before I started Scentsy, again, my name's Erica and I'm under Mandy and I'm going on about 2 years. And I live in Pecatonica. Sorry, I should have started with that. But backing up, before I started Scentsy, I was totally the girl that was like, I'm not friend requesting anyone. I'm not accepting anyone that I don't know. I'm not having a public Facebook. It's all private. Well, 2 years later, I'm completely the girl that I said I was not going to be. I'm that girl. So, but it's done a ton for my business. I mean, literally even just putting on my profile that I sell Scentsy in my website, making my profile public, going to all platforms of social media, Snapchat, TikTok. And no, I don't know how to do them. And I didn't have them before. My son and my nieces had to help me set them up. And I've just learned and I've played on them and they probably look silly, but just like anything, I'm sure you guys all go to your stories and your Facebook posts from a year ago and you cringe. I do too. I think we all do that. But that's probably one of my biggest tips is building your social media. If you are planning or if you do your business online. Also setting aside time. That's probably the biggest thing I hear is people saying that they don't have time. And I get it because I don't have time. I work full time. I'm a single mom. My son's in sports, every single sport. We go from football to basketball to baseball to hockey to 2 at a time. So I get it. And that's why I love this business because I have my phone with me everywhere I go. But time I also do put aside is I would get up at 6 to start getting ready for work, and I get up at 5. And from 5 to 6, I work my business. If I have parties going, I schedule out my posts. I scroll all of our groups, go on the workstation. One thing I didn't know is that you could schedule a post on your personal page. So thank you, Martha. I've been wanting to I've been wanting to do that. So that's awesome. So setting aside time, even if it's 15 minutes, you don't have to do an hour. 15 minutes, you can schedule 2 posts in your business page. You can message 5 people. I think just doing the things is really my biggest tip. A lot of people think it's just going to come to them, and it's not. It's hard work. It is hard work. And then YouTube trainings. We have all the trainings at our fingertips. I watch so many YouTubes and so many trainings because it's hard for me to go live in my team page, I'll be honest, because I am packed full. So I try to filter out and weed out the trainings that I love and the trainings that might not have been so beneficial to me. And I try to post them for my team. Even if I take one thing from this this YouTube training and one thing from this, or I might even find something that I would never do from a training. I mean, it's just constantly learning, I guess. And then one thing I'll end with is I posted in the group a live on Mindy Hilton, I believe her name is. That's my go-to party live whenever I get a new teammate or anything like that. I personally messaged her and asked her what she follows up with people and what she says, because I think that's also another big question is, how do you get parties? What do you say? So I will post in there what she messaged me back, what she says. Obviously, you have to tweak it to make it your own. But once you get these parties, since we're on the topic of parties, just booking off of the parties you have, take those, parties and get parties off of those parties is what I'm trying to say, because people are more willing to have a party to help their friend. If you make it at the end before I announce the party points winner, if I don't have any parties booked, I'll say before we announce the party points winner, we need, 2 parties booked, blah, 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 whatever. And that normally gets me my parties for the next month. So that's all I got.
How many parties do you have going on right now, Erica?
I have 7 right now. And I have 3 starting on and I have 3 starting on Sunday. But I think too, it's because again, I can't remember who said this now. The more you put into it, the more, I've hustled for the parties this month because we are at the end of our incentive and the double rewards. So
See my shirt?
yes. Love it.
That's where we were last year.
Yep.
I didn't do it intentionally. I just realized it when you said that. I see it on my, oh my God.
Good motivation. Good motivation. So that's all I got.
All right. Does anyone have any questions? Anything you want to ask anybody on here? Any of the directors, unmute yourself and let's chat. We are here for you guys.
I have a quick question for you. This is Abby, sorry. Changing your personal profile to professional mode, do you have instructions to do that?
Yes. Just go to your profile pic. Down here where it says, make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. Well, I guess my thing is blurred now. It didn't used to be like that. And I can't, okay, so you just go to your profile on your phone and those 3 dots and it'll say turn on professional mode. Does that make sense?
Yeah, easy enough. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I want to add too, you can also schedule posts to your, your profile, but also if you run like a VIP group at the same time, so you can have a post going to both.
So your VIP group and your business page, I'm sorry.
No, my personal page, I have it on professional mode. And
Okay.
if I go to from like, I'm gonna post something from my personal page, I just set it up to schedule, but you can also schedule it to go into your VIP group if you have a VIP group.
Oh, I did not know that. That's
Yeah, so like
And
the
ma-
same will go in, you know, your main profile and your VIP group, which sometimes I do.
Megan is
Hey,
the
Megan,
social media queen over here, you guys. You need any-
I have a question, Megan.
Yeah,
Are you talking about cross posting or can you actually schedule them out?
I swear I,
Because
or is it
cross
just
post-
cross posting?
cross posting is just one post that I would have to post right then and there, but scheduling out as in like I could schedule them out like one on my business personal page and then one on my VIP group, like schedule
Yeah.
them for different times.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. You can't schedule them from your personal page to your VIP. You can schedule them to your personal page and then your VIP separately, but you can cross post from your personal page to your VIP. Sorry. Thanks, Mandy.
Okay. Okay. I
I'm-
just wanted to make
Losing
sure.
my brain cells at this point of the day.
No, I just wanted to make sure because I'm not technically inclined. So I was like, oh, wait, can you do that now? All right.
I'll back up to make sure I was losing my
I
mind.
don't have a
I'll
no,
send
no,
both.
no, no. I don't have a question, but I don't want to forget, and I'm a forgetful person. So I just wanted to say too, while people are on, that next week we're going to be doing vision boards. So if you can go get supplies for vision boards, it does not have to be anything like fancy at all. I'm going to show you. My first one is literally just a piece of paper with like colored markers. And it's just this, like, that's all I did for my first vision board. And then the next one I did was completely bougie. It's like on a canvas with like, you know, all the things, all the stickers and whatever. This one, I think I don't think, I know I am. I got this little book here off of Amazon and it was only like, I don't even remember, $5 or $6. And it has pretty much every single thing in it that you would want. Here, I'm going to move my phone. I'm going to be one of those people that Monica doesn't like. But it has all of these like different pictures in it that might specify towards like your goals and needs. And I just thought it would be easier than finding like 100 different magazines laying around your house and cutting those out. So if you wanted to do something like that, try to, you know, get that order in soon so that way Amazon can deliver it in time. And then I'm just cutting like pictures out from here and putting it on a cork board. That's just what I felt would be easiest. But I just wanted to remind everyone to get supplies so that way they have stuff. But that's it. Go ahead.
Good. I'm glad you reminded us. Feel free to post in the group as well for anyone that's not on here too, Mandy, so they can get their supplies. Absolutely. You guys, it's so important. When you do like what Mandy's gonna be leading us next week, when you guys do a vision board, that kind of gives you a roadmap and to kind of guide you to do what we talked about, the DMOs, right? Like I gotta get that dream. Like I gotta get that. I mean, I've been doing those since I joined Scentsy, so they're so important.
Yeah, I just wanted to say too, and like this is just like honest. Like I'm just gonna have an honest moment here. Like with the first time that Martha told us to do these, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna write these things down. They're gonna come true. Whoop-de-doo. You know, I was kind of like a little bit like, okay, whatever. I'm like hard-headed. I wasn't drinking the Kool-Aid all the way. Like I was just sipping it. But when I wrote these down and I like started to like think about the goals and I was like, and if I could hit them, and then I started to like believe in them, then I was like, oh my gosh, like, man, I could actually do these. If I could do this. And it was kind of like my like stepping stone to get me like actually going. So they're super beneficial. I highly recommend, even if, like I said, times are tough. You don't have anything, write it on a piece of paper. Actually, I accomplished more of these goals on this piece of paper with colorful markers than I did my bougie board. So it doesn't matter like how fancy it is. It's just that you put it in writing and that you put action towards it. So anyways, that's all I wanted to say.
I had a.
They'll have my first one from Martha when she made us do them
Oh,
in a jar. That's all it was. And then on little pieces of paper.
I had a coaching call today with one of my girls, and she, in talking about vision boards, she thought that meant she had to have a big old a vision to go on a cruise and to build a mansion and all. That's what she thought vision board was about. And I was like, no, you know, on my vision board will probably be my next little charm. It can be at whatever level you need it to be. And when you're getting started, sometimes to have your vision board consist of things that are very small achievements will give courage for attaining larger things. It'll change. Just like Martha was talking about your why earlier, your why will change. My
Right.
why is nowhere in the ballpark of what it was even 3 years ago.
Right.
So, yeah, like that, Mandy. I'm glad you're going to be doing that.
Yeah. Carrie Lee, she talks about that too, what Mandy was talking about. Right, Carrie? Where's she at? Carrie's on here.
Turn
So,
your mic on, Carrie.
oh, there she is. She can't get unmuted, I don't think. Hold on.
She's going to find it. She's going to find it and interrupt us. Click around your picture, the little blue dots at the top right, or the little red one at the bottom left.
Carrie, if you're on the screen with everybody, you have to scroll to the screen that has just one person. That was my problem. I just thought I would add that.
Mine, I had to hit the bottom of my phone and then it had the microphone to unmute it.
Well, I can't read lips, so I'm in trouble.
Does anyone else have any questions? Wow, Carrie can work on unmuting. Do you want guys?
I do. I
Okay.
do.
Go ahead.
So the one thing that I've never understood, and I've tried, and I'm sure I've asked you because I know that I bother you quite often. So a party has to be 200, before you start earning your host rewards. I get that. But like if you have multiple parties going on, each party has to reach the 200 before, you start getting free stuff. So why would you have multiple open when each one has to reach 200, when if you had one open and it had the volume of the total sales, you would get a lot more host rewards versus having to reach 200 on each one. Because if one of them only reached 150, you're not going to get anything like host rewards are free for that, free product to give out or to keep it or whatever. When if that 150 was put into the other party and just did it as a bulk, then that 150 would actually give you free host rewards.
Well, if they're for multiple hosts, I mean, you can have, you set up your party for each individual host. Is that what? So
Yeah.
you have to have them separate because even if they, I mean, it's for the hostess.
Can I say,
Yeah, go ahead.
I did watch a training where a consultant put all of her parties under one link, and then she just tracked the people that the host invited and split out the rewards accordingly at the end before she closed the party, which seemed really complicated to me. But there is a training. I could not tell you who it was that I watched, but there are consultants that put all of their hosts under one link and then split out the rewards accordingly at the end of the whole shebang.
So like when y'all have a party,
I guess if
and
they
just
were
say-
local to you, maybe you could do that, but none of mine live local to me. I mean, so
okay, gotcha.
wouldn't be able to ship those. I mean, that would cost you a fortune.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Carrie,
I go ahead. Go ahead, and then I'll go after you. I don't know your name. It says Samsung.
So I don't know if it was me or you, but so how do you get grow like out of state? Like I live in a medium-sized town. It's not a city, but it's a medium-sized town. I mean, I place my business cards publicly, wherever people will let me leave them, whether it's a gas station, whether it's wherever I can leave them. I hand them out. I just however I can get them into somebody's hand. But
Way to grow your business
how
outside.
do I get a teamie in Colorado to start
It's through,
You know,
social-
I don't know how to move beyond my town.
the way to grow your business from your town is through social media.
Okay. So just send friends requests or accept friends requests from people that you don't know. Get a friend in Colorado, talk them into hosting a party, and
Mhm.
Parties
Okay.
is the key though, because
The key.
most likely they're going to invite people. They could be all over the United States. Their friends could be. So essentially they would be coming to a party, and you want to get those people that are attending that party into your customer group. That's what you want to do, because then you're building your clientele all over, not just in your town. So
Gotcha.
parties is huge for that.
Okay.
Can I just
Thank
say
you.
too, like, I feel like I built my business from my family that lived out of state, or any friends that I knew that had moved out of state. I personally reached out to those people specifically because they lived in another town or another city.
Okay.
And I asked them, hey, would you host a party for me? And that's how the majority of even people on this team that are from other places, that's how they kind of spread out. And then you get parties from those parties, and then parties from those parties. And it just kind
Okay.
of grows like rapid fire.
Build.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Also, when you have those parties, you have like 25 people in it, 30 people in the group. Not everybody's going to purchase, but add them all as friends. You're going to grow that way. They might not buy from that party, but then later on down the road, you can invite them to your group. But that's another way to build your social medias. I
Okay.
add everybody in my parties
What
as
I've
friends.
had too is like, they might not buy from that party because they didn't have the money, but they might be interested in being a consultant at some time.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. And that's why it's so important to private message every single individual that even joins a party, is to message, say, hey, is there anything I can, smell goods I can get for you and add to the party to help Sally Joe or whatever, whoever it might be. And they'll say, no, not right now. I don't have the extra money, or like, and to me, I have oh, they need to join Scentsy.
They need to, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I might not ask them at that moment, but they're going on I have a notebook where I write people's names down that they're future consultants. All right, anyone else? Oh, Carrie, you're unmuted.
I probably can't.
Go follow Carrie Lee's stories.
Well,
She's-
usually I do this on my laptop, and that's why, because it just doesn't work for me on the phone. But anyway, Monica French. First of all, y'all, my name is Carrie Lee. I am a superstar consultant. I live in Molino, Florida, which is right by the beautiful white sands of Pensacola Beach, if you know where that is. Anyway, Martha's talking about the dream boards. I've been a consultant since 2014. Don't ask me to tell you how long that is, because I don't know. But I'm just exactly like Erica said. Mandy, did you say that too? I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll do it. But totally. And I'm still not really there yet. Not that I don't believe it. I'm just not. I'm just 61 years old, y'all, and I'm set in my ways. And it's hard to get out of those ways. But I'm trying. So, but Monica, what you said earlier just resonated with me, because, and Martha, my why has changed, and it's kind of weird now what it is, because I mean, who doesn't need the money? Of course, we all need the money. Who doesn't want to get out of debt? Who doesn't want to, have all the things? We all do. But I have really backed up. Not really intentionally. I'm not really going to say that I'm necessarily depressed, maybe a little bit. And I agree with y'all about the weather, but it's like, I have watched so many Scentsy trainings, and I have been in this and so much into it until I kind of feel like I've burned out. I kind of feel like now I know what people talk about when they're burnt out. Okay. Plus just a lot of life stuff, and I'm like, oh, I can't handle all this. But my why now, I think, is I need this. I need this to push me. I need it to get me up every day. I mean, I need something to push me. I need to learn. I need to grow. Otherwise, I would just sit my butt down after work and chill and just do nothing. And I don't want to be a do nothing person. That's just not me. I don't want to be that way. So I think that my why is now to just, like I said, this just pushes me. I need something to push me. And I want to help somebody. I want to bring value. Okay. I don't know if any of you who knows or doesn't know, it doesn't matter, but my Facebook, I don't know what happened to my Facebook, but it was gone like overnight. Bam, it's gone. Facebook, Instagram. I don't know if that's happened to any of y'all, but it's terrible and I was just like, forget it. I don't need any of it. But you don't realize how much you do need it, especially when you're in the business or, you use it. I use social media. Yes, I've used my social media a lot and it was like just gone. So now I'm having to rebuild that, but I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's a good thing. I'll just start all over, fresh, new beginning, So anyway, if I can give any tips on that deal, it'd be to bring value because I'm all about, I think Stephen said, make sure it's you and that you're not copying and pasting. I can't stand that. It's just like, ugh. So bring value, if it's in your team or whatever, just bring value. And I've been like, what is that? What does that even mean? But bringing value, when you know yourself, when you're watching somebody and you're like, you just go on to the next thing. What they've got to say is not even relevant. It doesn't even make any sense, So anyway, that's all I have to say about that. But as far as the dream board thing, I'm looking forward to making a new dream board. So, and our jars that I had, it's still sitting up there, but I think there was 2 things that I could say out of my dream jar that came true. So I pulled the little cards out and I kind of chuckled when I read it. And I was like, I can say that's one that I can check off. So anyway.
Hey, Carrie, can I say something towards what you just said?
Who is that, Mandy? Yeah, go for it.
So I just wanted to share something with you because this is something that like my whole team has felt lately. And we've all been kind of like feeling that burnout thing, watching the trainings, doing all the things, right? And something that just like came to my heart personally was, okay, well, what's burning you out? Like, seriously, think about it. What is the things that you just hate doing that aren't bringing you joy? And what are the things that do bring you joy? And focus on the things in this business that bring you joy and bring you passion, because that passion is going to take you so much further than a burnt out half Carrie, right? We don't want half Carrie. We want the passionate Carrie that like, if you really love, sharing stories or whatever it is that you're passionate about, do that and give that your all instead of just half versions of all the things that you think you should be doing. That's just all I wanted to say.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. Mm-hmm.
So good. So good. And whenever we post those idea posts in the group, those are not for to copy and paste. You put those in your verbiage. Otherwise, like Facebook looks at them as like spammy. So try to use your own verbiage and their idea. Remember that. And I think from tonight, I think we all realize authenticity is what draws people definitely to your post. But I thoroughly enjoyed this tonight. You guys, let's take a picture. Let's see your beautiful faces. Everybody take a picture. And this is like a good social media thing, you guys. Post on your story, your Facebook, in the groups. I'm in my jammies, but that's okay. It's authenticity, right? Right, I'm taking a picture. Everybody smile. There we go. You guys get anyone else want to get a picture? All right. I love you guys. You guys are awesome.
Love you. Have a great night.
Yeah.
Taking pictures of something like this that shows people that when you post these on your stories and show the Zoom and all, That's one of those authentic ways of sharing with people that you have community, because like I said earlier, people are looking for connections, they're looking for community. And instead of going on your page and saying, if you want to sell Scentsy, join me, we have a team, you would love it.
Yeah.
That's salesy. People are kind of going to keep scrolling. But when you show something like this, you're being authentic.
Yeah.
And they, wow, they're having fun. Wonder what that's all about. And then they're going to ask you about it. But anyway, enjoyed it.
And go
See
watch
y'all.
Matt's live and comment on it. It is so good, you guys. So good. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.